Hello everybody, my name is Jose. I am the Science Communication Lead and I bring a new topic for you guys that I'm pretty sure you and a lot of people around you have experienced. I like to call it the afternoon crash. And that's one of the main problems because caffeine is just blinding your brain. It's telling it to keep going but doesn't give it the energy it needs. So your brain needs to get it from somewhere. So what does it do? It starts borrowing and borrowing more energy just to keep up. But I want you to think about it like a credit card. Because yes, a credit card gives you the money you need when you don't have it, but you have to pay off your credit card. So true mental stamina doesn't come from a forced spike in energy. It needs to come from the ability to create a natural resistance to that everyday stress, which is why modern science has looked into a special type of plant that helps with this kind of problem, which are adaptogens. I want you to think about adaptogens like a natural thermostat inside your body. When your stress levels are too high, adaptogens help bring it down. And when your energy is very low, those adaptogens help your body produce more energy to keep up, giving you that natural resistance that your body will use. One of the gold standards for this category is a plant called Rhodiola rosea. This plant survives in extreme conditions in mountainous regions of Scandinavia, Siberia, even the Himalayas. Thus, it thrives in these harsh conditions that the plant is able to produce some incredible internal defenses so that the plant can keep its own cells functioning, getting all that energy. Data that they have compiled, you will see that there is one active ingredient inside the Rhodiola rosea, which is the main actor in how it produces energy and how it can help us with our everyday work routine, our everyday stress. Now, chances are you've probably heard about rhodiola. You lower your cortisol levels. It's 100% correct, but they aren't telling you the whole story, and that's because of the standardized percentages that are in those rhodiola supplements. If you look at almost any label of rhodiola, you will see that it's standardized at 3% rosabins and 1% salidroside. But modern clinical research has showed that rosabins are largely inactive when we take them. They are not efficient enough to make a change in our body. But modern clinical research has showed that rosabins aren't exactly active when we consume them, and that the true engine behind the supplement is one single compound called salidroside. But at just 1%, it's barely enough to cross the line of what salidroside can do to help us in our daily routine and in our energy phenomena by focusing on a 98% high purity salidroside, which helps your body in two main ways. So basically, salidroside enters your cells and activates certain pathways to help with clean energy production and getting rid of cellular toxic waste inside our body. So its job, salidroside's job, is called AMPK. AMPK is like a backup generator. Once all your energy reserves start going down, salidroside comes in and gives a signal to AMPK to produce more energy, which is why it's very good at giving us that clean energy, because we're not exactly borrowing it from somewhere else. That natural energy starts building up. Its second job is to get rid of that toxic cellular waste, because every time we do a certain reaction in our body or a pathway activates, we create cellular waste, and that cellular waste attacks your own body. It's detrimental for us. However, salidroside is a strong antioxidant, which basically goes against that cellular waste by activating one of the main pathways to get rid of it, which is the NRF2. This pathway helps your body, through salidroside, to get rid of all that toxic waste, to build up a shield in front of your cells so that toxic physical fatigue, to give the brain enough space to rest, recover, and build that new standard so that your balance becomes more constant to your everyday routine. This is exactly why we engineer our product behind a 98% high purity salidroside, which is bioidentical to the real thing inside rhodiola. So we don't rely on the pure raw root powder. We created the exact molecule responsible for those benefits that is inside. You're upgrading your body's natural capacity to handle a heavy workload at a foundational level. That is the real science. That is the real base of clean energy. That should be our new balance. So thank you very much for joining me. And tell me down in the comments if you've ever felt this afternoon crash. My name is Jose. I was your host for today, and I'll see you in the next Numina Breakdown. See you later.